What's up, techies? I've got some Verus Note 5 cases up for review. We're going to take a look at each one and see what they look like on the Note 5 and see which one could be the one that you want to use on your device. Verus has become one of my favorite case makers for many devices. They just look really good, they're functional, and they're just nice. So let's go ahead and put this onto the Note 5. We'll take a look at each one and see the differences. First up, let's take a look at the High Pro Shield. The High Pro Shield is actually like this textured material, but it's a TPU case with an aluminum border or frame. I know in the past with some other devices, it's been kind of difficult to do the aluminum frame kind of styles. One of the things I want to point out, you see my signal is pretty full right now, so we're going to see if this aluminum frame interferes with the signal. So let's see how this can go in, if it goes in easy at all. I think the thicker area down here would be probably the best spot to start with. Alright, so that wasn't nearly as bad as what past cases have been like. And I wanted to check right away, see if the signal is being interfered with, and it doesn't look like it is. Looks like I still got full signal, so that's really cool. Some of the things that I noticed right away about this case is that it feels really nice in the hand. That texture on the back kind of adds a little bit of grip. The aluminum feel makes it really feel premium. In the past, these cases kind of helped make it feel like it was a premium device, but now it feels like a premium case on a premium device. Alright, so at the bottom we got cutouts for your headphone jack, your USB port, speaker, and also the S Pen. And it seems like it's accessible enough to be able to get to it. It's kind of a tight-knit fit, but you know, my big fingernails can fit in there, so that's pretty cool. You do get a button cover for the power and also the volume rockers, and it feels really good. It's nice and tactile feeling. It's not difficult to press, so I really like that a lot. This is a really well-made case. I like it a lot. We got our microphone here at the top, and it just kind of conforms to that kind of curvature that you see on the Note 5. On the back, we got a cutout for the camera and also the LED with the heart rate sensor. And on the back, it just kind of sees a little bit more of that hole for the S Pen. It's a pretty cool case. I like it. It feels good. It's raised above the screen, so if you do drop it on the face, you're going to be protected. It's also full edge protection. All the edges are protected. I like that about a case. Next up, let's take a look at the crystal bumper. The crystal bumper is a crystal clear kind of TPU case. There is an aluminum kind of feel on the borders. It doesn't feel as thick as this guy over here, but it's still kind of thick, so it's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get this put on. Again, with the bottom having the thickest area, start down there, and then just kind of work in the edges and the corners. Alright, so right away, the thing I noticed about this is that this back actually adds some pretty good amount of grip. Now that's surprising because it's plastic and sometimes these cases are kind of slippery, but this is actually pretty grippy, so that's pretty nice. That's the first thing that I noticed about this part. Now obviously you're going to be able to see the back of the phone if you like the design of the Note 5. This is something to consider. Very similar to the case that we just took a look at. You can notice that the cutouts are pretty much the same, and you also have the buttons here that feel just as good. So that's pretty cool. I'm liking this case a lot so far. The cutout is a little different. It's actually precise cutouts, not just one big cutout. And I've always got to test the S Pen area to see if it's accessible, if it gets in the way or not. So that works really well. I like this one a lot so far. This one might become my daily driver case. We'll see. We got like 3 more cases to go. It's one of those things like Verus, they really do provide really nice cases. I like them a lot. And to get this off, I always start at the corners, and that kind of helps get the stuff off easily. Next up, we've got the Damda Slide, and this is a wallet card style case. So let's go ahead and get this one on opened up. All right, so this is, like I said, a wallet kind of style case, or more like a card holder case. It doesn't really hold too many cards, but just a couple at a time. And it's from this little door here, so you're gonna be able to hold probably about 2 to 3 cards max in this. But it's going to be a really protective case too. It's got that TPU material on the inside and then also a polycarbonate hard shell on the outside. We'll get this one on installed. This one you can kind of just start at whatever corner that you want. The first thing that I notice about this case is that it adds some bulk, but you have to kind of forgive that kind of bulkiness because it's a card wallet style case. It's going to add that kind of bulk to it. But one of the things that you can kind of take away from this too is that it's going to add that extra cushion. So it's going to be very protective. And this is ideal for the person that doesn't want to carry on a wallet or needs to just carry on one thing. I'll probably end up using this case this coming weekend because I'm going to Disney. I don't necessarily want to carry around a wallet and a phone. So this gives me the opportunity to actually just carry around a few cards that I need and my phone. That's about it. So that's pretty cool. That's ideal for that kind of style if you don't want to carry on a wallet. Taking a look at the cutouts here because they are a little bit different, I want to take a closer look. Also want to test out the S Pen area. I'm still kind of getting used to the clicking. I'm used to just kind of reaching for it with my fingernail and just pulling it out. So it's just one of those things I'm still getting used to with this phone. We also have button covers for the power and also the volume rockers. It feels really nice and tactile, feels really nice. Verus, it just does a really good job with their cases and their build quality. I really like it when buttons are really tactile kind of feeling instead of, sometimes you get those cases that just feel really tough and hard to push. I don't want it to be very hard to push at all. You also get that full edge protection, which is really nice. You get nice corner protection as well. A lot of drops do happen on the corner, so it is definitely important to have that kind of protection. Now mind, I do have a tempered glass screen protector on this, and it has not been interfered with at all with any of the cases that I put on. Now taking this one off is pretty much the same way as the other ones, just kind of start at a corner and take it off. Next up, we got the Verus Verge, so let's go ahead and take this one out and see what it looks like on the Note 5. Now this case is what I like to call the kind of like their standard case. It's going to be pretty much built for anybody. It's a hard polycarbonate shell on the outside, and then you got TPU material right here and also on the inside. If you didn't know, when you see these kind of designs on the inside, it actually helps absorb impact. And on the inside corner areas, they do have some cushion as well. So not only do these cases look nice, they actually protect your phones really well too. Let's get this guy put on. It should just kind of snap in place. Yeah, there you go. Really easy to install. The thing I think about first when I put this on is that it feels really hard right here. So it feels like I got a solid case onto a solid phone. Also, the sides feel pretty good too. They're not slippery, which is good. This is a bigger device, and if you're trying to use this with one hand, you kind of need that grip on the sides to help prevent any kind of drops. Now, as you'll notice, this also has the full edge protection. Taking a look at the cutouts on the bottom, pretty similar to what we've seen before, but it's actually just more of a plastic kind of build. Now, let's see the S Pen, see if it's accessible, and it is. Works just fine. We do got button covers here as well. What's pretty nice about these two is that you get a plus and minus sign in case you didn't know. And the power button has a little icon as well. Feels just as tactile as the other guys. And you'll see right here on the corner, it's kind of rounded off a little bit more, and that's what I'm talking about with that air cushion protection. If it does drop on the corner, it's going to be protected really well. Next up, we got their dandy layered case. It's going to have a flip cover style, so let's go ahead and get this out of the box and put onto their Note 5. So just taking a look around before we get it installed, just to kind of let you see what it looks like before we get it installed. Before I even get this put on, I can just tell that this feels really nice and premium. The leather feels great. It's really nice build. I like it a lot. Flip covers aren't necessarily my favorite kind of case, but when I do put this in, it just, I don't know, it takes the quality level to another level. I shouldn't use level so much in my definition, but anyways, it really does add this extra level of quality to the phone. It just feels really nice. It's a premium leather and it looks nice. The color combination is just really nice to me as well. It's got that kind of caramel look to it, then a darker brown. The stitching looks really nice. It feels amazing. It feels like that soft leather. So I like that a lot. The cutouts look really good as well. You got full access. You don't have to worry about any kind of cutouts. Obviously, the S Pen is going to be accessible just because it's fully accessible at the bottom. But you got a magnetic closure here. You can kind of hear how powerful it is. So it's not going to come flip open on you. You also got a cutout for your earpiece up here so you can actually talk on the phone with the case closed. But you do also get some card slots here and a billfold slot. Now, if you want to fold this back, it doesn't feel like it's getting in the way too much at all. You got access to your buttons on the side. One of the things I always like to test out with these kind of wallet cases is that if I can still access the volume rockers on the outside without it actually being opened, and you can. Reason is, in case you're like listening to music or a phone call, you need to turn the volume up or down, you don't have to flip the case all the way open to do so. But yeah, this is actually a really nice leather case. I like it a lot. I definitely recommend it. If you're looking for this kind of style case, this is definitely one I like to look for. Well, there you have it. These are some options that you got for the Note 5 made by Verus. Very nice cases. I like each one of them. They all have like this nice little unique aspect about each one. Very nice characteristics. It really just boils down to the kind of style that you want to get. I really don't know which one I want to use right off the bat. I kind of like this guy a bit, but like this weekend I'll be traveling, so I might actually end up using this one because of the wallet style kind of stuff. I don't know. It's a hard choice because they're so good. So if you need to get some more, you can definitely do that. I'll leave a link down below in the description. You got different color options to choose from. Very nice options that Verus has provided for their customers. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, give that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so you can see more Note 5 coverage coming very soon. And until then, stay techie. Baba Josh, dude, this is for you. I can't believe I just did that.